Hi, everybody. Hope you guys all had a good holiday. I am just coming back here and it's going to come back and work on this project that I started a while back that I was working on in my last life. Just need to relax a little bit. I don't know where you guys are, but it snowed for a full 24 hours yesterday. And there's probably about 18 inches of snow outside, which is so relaxing and so fabulous. So I thought it was just perfect. Post-Thanksgiving potential stress. If you guys were a little stressed out over the holidays, just come hang out with me. And if you've got some craft projects, crochet projects, knitting projects, quilting projects, I mean, anything that woodworking even, I don't know, if there's anything that you want to just relax and get done, come hang out. I'm just going to do this for however long we decide to hang out today and just chill. You're welcome to chit chat and we can chat. We can just listen to music. We can just crochet today, whatever you want to do. Hey there. Let me see if I can figure out how to say your name. I totally apologize. Busra. Can I just say Busra? Will that work? Thanks for coming and saying hey. So this is a project that's in the description box. I started it, back in October. My mom asked me to make her a granny square jacket. So I found this pattern on Etsy and it's linked down below. I am using a different kind of yarn. I'm using a DK weight yarn. I think her pattern called for a weight 2 yarn, so a finer weight. And what I'm using is yarn from Hobby Lobby because that was easily accessible. I'm using their bamboo yarn. It's cotton and bamboo. I wanted something, my mother lives in Texas, so she wanted something that's not hot, that's she could wear all kinds of times of the year, not just, when it's cooler outside. So it's kind of why I went with the bamboo cotton. And so what I'm doing is I have to make, I think I said 72 granny squares. And now they're all in different color variations, same pattern, but different color block variations. So what I do is I just go with each round and make however many I need for that color variation set. And so that's what I'm doing. So today I am working on the third round of this block, which is adding the cognac color. Hi, Karma. Last time I added the sage onto the white that I started. So I like to do it kind of like that. So let's see. So that's what I'm going to do while we sit here and just chit chat is just crochet, chat with you guys, add this lovely cognac color to the, sorry, the weird sound back there, to each of my rounds here, and then just go through it. It's time to just relax. So. How's the sound in the background? Is it like too loud, too quiet? Thank you, Karma. Did you guys have a good holiday if you celebrate Thanksgiving? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Hopefully it wasn't too stressful. I'm doing pretty good, Karma. Thanks for asking. I was just saying that it snowed for 24 hours yesterday. And so we have about 18 inches of snow on the ground outside. And it is so calm and so peaceful outside right now. I am in love. It's so nice. I know a lot of people don't like snow, but I really do. It just brings, because the sound is dampened by the snow. So it makes everything calmer and quieter and just peaceful. I mean, for lack of another word right now. It's so nice. Plus, it's a change from all the other. I mean, and it's really kind of sad because I live backed up to a busy street, unfortunately. So to finally not hear all of that noise, I'm super, super happy. Okay. Wow, Karma, thank you so much for all of the love. Did you hit that like button though, Karma? I'll make sure. I hope so. I mean, you are just killing it in the chat, which is very much appreciated. Did you hit the like button? Nice to meet you as well, Karma. Okay, 2 down, 11 more to go. I see that we have 3 people watching. You guys want to say hey? How was your holiday if you celebrate Thanksgiving? How was it? If not, how are you doing this Sunday? If you enjoyed your weekend, are you a crafter? Do you have any unfinished projects? Is there anything y'all would like to talk about today? Welcome, welcome. If you just arrived, how's your day going? How's your Sunday? I'm just hanging out here, chilling, working on a project that I need to get done. Just taking some time to relax. After the holiday, sometimes it can be a little stressful. I hope it wasn't for you if you celebrate. If it was, come hang out and let's relax and listen to some music together. If you have any projects, if you're a crafter or painter or anything that you want to get done, feel free to chill out with me and work on them. We can work together. Welcome, welcome. If you just showed up, I'm just working on a project to relax and chill with some music and take some time for me on this lovely Sunday. I hope you'll hang out with me and join me if you have projects that you need to complete. Feel free to stick around. We can chat, or you can just watch. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just listening to music and working on a project. Peaceful, calm day. Well, oops. I see I messed up on the row below. There are supposed to be 2 stitches right here. That's what threw me off for the rest of this. Oh well. Oh well. Makes it special. You know, they say when knitting or crocheting that if you should intentionally make a mistake in your patterns or the finished product, so that because part of your soul gets worked into your work, so you should intentionally leave a mistake so that it can be released and come back to you and not be trapped. So I don't know if you're superstitious or that sounds cool to you, but why not? So I don't see anything wrong with making an occasional mistake somewhere and leaving it, because I'm not going to go back and fix that. So, and then there's my daughter who is coming over here yapping in the door. What's up?
On live stream, I'd like to put it clear that I do not hit my boyfriend. I don't abuse people.
Okay. She's so silly. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I really do appreciate that. So if you hear the music go quiet for a second, because yeah, I know I'm on YouTube, but I still have ads. I don't pay for no ads. And I'm using music off of YouTube in the background for y'all. So I know it's kind of funny. So I have to kind of mute it as those ads play for a few seconds. All right, how many do I have left? I had 13 to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, so in 38 minutes, I have done 7 rounds. It's about 5 minutes per round. I don't know. You tell me. Is that good? I'm just chilling though. I'm not rushing. I'm just taking my time, finding my mistakes, and just going with it. I think that's the way to do it, right? Just it's a relaxing day today. Just taking it chill. That sounds a little loud. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be checking these next few rounds to make sure I didn't make a mistake again. Welcome, welcome. I'm just relaxing, taking it slow today, working on a project. If you're curious, the link is in the description box for what I'm making. I am doing a little alterations to it, but generally speaking, that is what I'm working on. How are things in your neck of the woods? It snowed here over the past 24 hours, and we have about 18 or so inches of snow on the ground, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's calm and it's peaceful outside, and it's wonderful to look at. The road noise is silenced. The chaos noise is silenced. I love snow. So peaceful. I have to ask, I'm probably going to be sad, but dude, are you watching? Was totally hoping you would chime in today. If you're there, say hey. If not, I'm sad. I missed our chats from last time. I thought it'd be fun to chit chat again today. But that's okay. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are enjoying your Sunday. It's been a good weekend for you. Hi, Belle. I am making 72. Yes, I said that. 72 granny squares in varying order of colors for my mother, who requested, well, asked, but a granny square jacket. I did post the link in the description box, so you can check out. It's on Etsy. I'm kind of editing it a little bit. I'm not making the hood, and I'm not making it as long, and I'm using a different weight yarn, but generally speaking, that's the pattern. So making something for my mama. How are you, Belle? Did you have a good, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, good weekend? Oh, loud. So what I like to do is I like to do each round kind of like in a assembly line fashion. Kind of helps keep my brain straight rather than finishing a whole square and then starting over with all the colors. I just do all of the same colors at one time. Thanks. 70's birthday, yeah. For Christmas, no, it's not really for a specific gift timeline. I mean, I was hoping that I would complete it. I started in October, but got busy with doing, YouTube stuff and all that goes on. I started in October when I was visiting with my mom, and I was hoping I'd get it done for her birthday, which was the day before Thanksgiving. So, last week, but she understands. And so I will get it done as soon as I can. That's how it's going to be. Oh, I'd love to see your knitted hat. That would be so cool. I am a proficient crocheter, but I want to learn knitting. I really do. Every now and then I try to teach myself again, but then I lose patience, I think, just a little, because crocheting is so easy for me, and knitting, of course, is going to take time for me to actually get it down. So, yeah. Hi, Tiffany. Belle, yes. Great. Absolutely. I did enjoy my holiday, and crafting 100% takes time. So I've kind of averaged out how long it has taken me to do. I have 13 of this square orientation, and it took me about 5 minutes. It takes me about 5 minutes for each round today to do this. So yeah, I mean, I'm also kind of just taking my time, but yes. Okay, Tiffany, hi. Welcome, welcome. I am making a 72 square granny square jacket for my mother. The Etsy link for the pattern is in my description box if you want to check that out. I am not making it as long, and I'm not making the hood for it, so I'm definitely not making as many squares as that pattern calls for, but it's the gist of the idea. And of course, I'm using a different kind of yarn. This is a DK weight yarn. I believe her pattern calls for like a size 2. So sport, not even sport. I think sport's more like a DK, isn't it? So a fine weight yarn. So I've had to do a little modification, but it's okay. Oops. So today is just me hanging out with you, taking it slow, because, the Thanksgiving holiday can be a little hectic, and it wasn't for me, thankfully. I actually actively, purposefully make sure that my Thanksgiving isn't crazy because it's my favorite holiday, and I'm absolutely not going to put up with that nonsense. But sometimes I decided I'm going to come on here and just sit down and focus on making something and just relaxing and doing it. We can chit chat and all that fun stuff. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Bell. Same with crochet. But yeah. So my grandma taught me, or ads. My grandma taught me how to crochet when I was probably about 8 or 9. And so I've been on and off with it for, gosh, what is my age? Well over 30 years. And so I really kind of jumped into it again back in, gosh, it's been 3 years now. It was a rough time, some life altering events, and I just needed an outlet. So I really kind of jumped back into it back at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. And here I am going strong, just making whatever all the time. I mean, it helps me. It's kind of like a fiddly thing to do with my hands, which is really therapeutic in that regard. So yes, that's why I do it. But yes, I still want to learn how to knit. I like the texture of knit. I like I guess you could do chunky knit. I'm not a big chunky crochet fan. I'm not a big chunky yarn fan, personally. So I just like the drape because most knit seems to be lighter weight. And I just love the drape and the texture of how all that turns out. So, I don't know. Welcome everyone who has shown up. Tiffany. Oh yes, thank you, Tiffany. I know. So this is one of my finished squares. I don't know if I showed you. So these are the colors I'm using, but there's also a darker sage that is going to stitch all of my squares together. Actually, let me pull out all the squares that I've finished. Sorry for the noise. There's bags. Okay, so there's this one. My computer turned off. I don't know why. And then there's this one. So I have a total that I need to make of 6 different color variations. Actually. And I'm on the 5th one. You're right, Belle. There are some absolutely beautiful crochet garments. You're correct. I agree. It just, I don't know. I really want to get into the knit. Hi, Kit May. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for hanging and joining. So there's those. Now this one is going to have, I have it written down. So after this brown color is going to be this linen color here. And then last, what's left is the plum color. So it's actually, wait. Did I already do this one? I did not do this one, right? Do not tell me I already did it. That's this one. I'm looking at the wrong one. Anyways, I'm looking at the wrong one. There's no way I just did this square twice. There's no way. Ah. How many are in this? There's no way. Sorry, I'm looking at my picture. White linen. I think I'm doing the wrong one. There's no way I'm doing the wrong one, guys. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm doing the wrong one. I think. I don't know. I'm going to continue, but that's what my picture says. But that's not right. That can't be right. Whatever. It'll be fun, right? Dude, okay, Bella, it was fine until I just looked at this. Now I'm freaking out. What did I just do? There's no way. There's no way. Look, it's real life over here, friends. I am not even going to pretend. I have 4. What do I have done? Now I'm questioning everything that I've done. This is so scary. Okay. There. And then white. Plum. Okay, so that's that one. You know, I need a bigger. So there's 72 squares altogether. I need to put like a big mark through it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so mad if I've already done this one and I'm doing the wrong one. Okay. All right. Next we have white and then sage. Okay. That one's done. All right. I marked that off. Oh, gosh. Okay. This is embarrassing. But hey, you know what? I would have just kept going. I'm glad you guys were asking me questions. Okay, that's that one. I had finished. Wow. Guys, I cannot believe myself. I have already done this square. Look, it's all right here. I didn't mark it off. I did not mark it off. Nope. All right, I guess we're going to pivot because I have other ones to do. This is crazy. I'm so glad I decided to show you these. Look, I'm not perfect. Absolutely in no way perfect. And I'm never going to pretend that I am. Nope, not going to happen. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's done. You know what? I'm just going to finish this little square right here, this little round, and then we're going to move on. And I guess I'm starting over. I hope you guys are laughing with me because this is epic. 100% epic. You know what? It must have been because I was doing something else in the middle of it and I forgot to mark something off. You know, it happens. It happens, it happens, it happens, it happens. Too funny. All right, so what's the biggest mistake you've made in knitting? There you go, Belle. I love it. You started, yeah, gauge. You know what? Gauge. Let's talk about gauge. I made my daughter a sweater. Gosh, I think back in February. And I did a gauge swatch, 1000%. I did a gauge swatch and I got it to gauge and it was there. And then I started making the sweater and it wasn't the right size. I mean, I had to, what did I do? Did I go up hook size or did it go down? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was too small or too big. No, I think it was too small. So I had to go up. I had to make it, you know, I was making a size small. I had to make a size medium in order for it to fit her. And she is 1000% a size small. Okay. She's a size small. So yeah, am I just that bad at my tension? I don't know, maybe. Okay, one second, I dropped this bag here. All right. Well, let's start over with a different color. This is so fun. Well, I have linen here, so we're going to do this square. I need 9. You know, I think that the swatch thing is, you know what, I can absolutely make my gauge swatch work, but the problem then is my tension throughout the project doesn't ever stay the same. It really doesn't. I don't know why, but I just can't seem to keep it perfect the whole time. So, all right, here's my yarn bar I'm working on. I think I get too loose, or I don't trust that my tension isn't too tight. Okay, I think that's it. I think that I'm good for a certain amount of time, and then I think that my tension's too tight. So then I'm like, well, I've got to loosen it up. So then I try to loosen it up because that makes sense, right? That it's going to work itself out. Sometimes it does. It depends on what it is. But then, so then I have tight and loose all in the same project, and it's just nutty. Okay, so we're going to start over right now, and I'm going to make 9 circles. That's what I'm doing. And now here's also one where I got to keep my tension a certain way because I have to make sure that these squares stay a certain size. So if I go up in my tension or loosen my tension, then they'll be too big. But then wait, how tight was I doing it before? I don't remember. All right. So I need 16 double crochets for this. Oh, that got messy. Okay. So this was supposed to be a calm day. Yeah, guys. Yeah. So calm and relaxing. It's okay. It's going to work out. It's totally fine. Just laugh it off. All right. I can't believe I've been working on those squares and I've already completed them. I must have slept too much or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, look. See, now I feel flustered. Okay, calm myself down. Calm myself down. Okay. 12. Okay, 13. I feel like I'm doing a tutorial now. Okay, tension, come on. So if anybody watching is wondering why I didn't do a magic ring, that's because this is a wearable garment and I want to make sure that it doesn't come undone. And this is a bamboo cotton yarn and it's really soft and slick. So I don't want it to risk it coming undone. So that's why. More mistakes when you're comfortable with the pattern. I think that I'm very comfortable with this pattern. Yes. And yeah, complacency. I can see that. And I think I'm no fault of anyone's here except maybe me. I'm comfortable and just going with the flow because I'm chatting also, maybe. I don't know. But I no, but I started those 13 white, the centers. I started that. I wasn't even recording. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know why I decided that that was. It's okay. All right. 16. But you know what? Here it is. I am proof that mistakes happen in crochet, and I am not ashamed that it happened on live YouTube. Ha! Not ashamed. Especially for all my beginners out there watching. If you've chimed in, yep, it happens, friends, and it is okay. I just spent hours. Yep, hours. So it took me an hour and a half to do the second round of those rounds. So it was an hour and a half video I did last time, and I did all of them and then ended my live stream. And then today, here we are, an hour and 7 minutes in, and I've had to start over. So grand. But I'm only making 9, so I don't know. We'll see. So when I was getting everything ready for this live stream, when I scheduled this live stream, I was like supposed to be the only person in the house. And then my daughter's plans fell through. So she's home and her boyfriend came over instead of them going out because of the plans falling through. My husband was supposed to be scheduled to be out of town for work, but he's home. So yeah, I've had to, instead of working upstairs, being able to see the beautiful snow that's outside my window, I am downstairs in my crafty room in the dark, no windows. So today's, I hope it's been relaxing for everyone watching. Absolutely hope so. Because it has not been what I had planned on my end, and that's okay. It's absolutely going to be okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's 2. And I'm going to laugh about having to start this whole thing over for quite some time. I agree. I agree, Bill. It is time well spent. We just need to take time out and time for ourselves and just, yes, self-care, right? 2, 11. Okay. Okay, counting. Yes. Can you guys hear my daughter outside of my room? Or just the music? I can never tell what catches on the microphone and what doesn't. I hate these first. I think that these center rounds are my least favorite to do. I don't know. Maybe it's how I weave in the end. I'm not sure. Oh, what I was saying was the time. So I was telling my husband, it's like, well, how long are you going to do your live video for? I said, I don't know, however long it takes, maybe a couple of hours. It's like a couple of hours. I said, yeah, last time it was an hour and a half. I mean, but then, my daughter came home from school. My son came home from work. So I had to cut it short. He's like, oh. So then I had to remind him that I had planned this when he was supposed to be at work. I mean, he's not mad. It's not anything bad about it. He's just like shocked, I think, that it was a couple of hours. It's like, it's just going to be what um, the energy leads to, however long it takes. Okay. Why? I'm sorry for a second. My computer is telling me that the battery is like super low, but yet it's plugged in. So I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to figure out my computer. Why it's telling me it's not. It says it's plugged in and charging, but I don't know. Oh, you don't get much snow? Hmm. Hey, what are you asking about? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question? Okay. 3 of 9. Where's my end? There it is. I don't know if you can hear all the feet upstairs. My cats are probably running around. Oh, do I grab for other people? I am a inspirational gifter, meaning when I'm inspired to gift, it's usually very meaningful and personal to the person I'm gifting to. So I absolutely love to create and make things that no one would ever expected me to make or ask me to make. So I like to do that. I do have a bunch of heart granny squares for my daughter that she asked me to do that I started a year ago because she wants pants. I just need to sew like the lining for them because I want to put the lining. Where's a square? So instead of putting all of the squares together and then making a separate lining, like with a skirt you would do or with other slacks, I want to actually sew a lining on each square and then sew my squares together. I just hate sewing. So I haven't gotten that far yet. Now, my mother, who is an avid sewer, seamstress, whatever, quilter, loves to sew. And when she came to visit in March, mind you, I had all these squares done well before that time. When she came to visit in March, I asked her if she wouldn't mind helping me with that project. And she, sorry, camera moved, made me a set of lined pants, like pants for the lining. Like, Mom, that's not what I want. So there's that. Yeah. So, okay. Let me see here. Give me 2 seconds. I need to move my light because I had to plug in my phone because it was dying and all of my cords don't line up. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. Everything's not the same length, so it's all wonky with the cords. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and finish the 9 rounds that I need to do, and then I'm gonna sign off and say see you later because I think we're getting close to things getting chaotic around here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And there's 16. Okay. I mean, I could just go and like leave it like this, but then I'd have to come back and sew in all my ends before I started the next round. So I find that even though this part is really tedious, it's kind of the better option than just leaving it to come back, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know why my computer wasn't charging and it was plugged in. It was just weird. Oh well, it's working now. Thanks, Bill. I'm gonna definitely. I've got. Let's see. This is number 4. I've got 5 more to do. And you know what? Tea sounds fabulous. To be honest with you, I think I need some. Yep, I'm a tea drinker. I'm not a coffee drinker. Mm-mm. I know that seems probably insane, especially seeing that I am an American. But no, I have an entire wall of teas in my dining room. Well, breakfast nook, I don't know. We don't have, a separate dining room, breakfast nook, blah, blah, blah. It's where my table is. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like coffee. Not at all. Tea? Yes. I do like tea. Okay. 2, 3, 4. How many people are with us still? Just 2? Okay. Well, I hope at least that this was somewhat relaxing for some who joined us and stayed. Belle, I hope that you enjoyed the time. I appreciate you sticking around and chatting just for a little bit at least. I would love to see your knitted hat if you don't mind. If you want to send me a picture, either an email at hello@enchantedyarnworks.com, or you can go to my socials. Everything is linked in the description there. I would love to see what you're working on. That'd be so fun. I moved that light and it feels so much calmer in here. That's crazy. I think it's going to stay right there whenever I work from now on. I don't know. It just feels so much calmer in here. Look at that one. If you're still with me, Bill, look at this one. I think I was a little tenser with this one. It looked different. It's a thing. It's a thing. I think I was freaking out a little bit with the whole hurry up and plug in my phone and move the lights and yeah. Okay. There's 5. 4 more to go. Doo, doo, doo. Okay, 3 more. Okay, there's 8. One more. Last one. Alrighty, so here's the last one. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here in a minute once I get this completed. And I want to say thanks everyone for hanging out with me, however long you stayed. I really do appreciate that. Um, Definitely, if you enjoyed chilling, relaxing, the music, any of it, please hit that like button, show me some love. If this is the first time you're here, um, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I will plan another one of these in the next week or so. So keep an eye out if you want to hang out with me again. And thanks again, and I will see you next time.